Jeez. Little buster. What's up, Depot? Little jig fish, mixing it up a little bit, just checking some things out. Fish are biting. Just haven't ran across anything big yet. They are biting. There you go. Right. Fishy fishy in the brook. Won't you come and buy my hook? Just a little Cumberland Pro Procaster. Got a little baby destroyer on the back. It's a cool little trailer. Man, we ain't coming across any big ones, but we're having fun. Just kind of running this bluff pattern. Something different. Just get bored out here, you know. Sometimes you just want to try stuff just to see. And that fish hit it on the way down. The boat's sitting in like 22 foot of water, so that was a suspended fish just sitting off this bluff. It's pretty cool. Look at this tree on the live scope. It's like a full tree. It's pretty cool. Treetops. There you go. Okay, a little better fish. Man, we catching some fish, folks. We are catching some fish. We are having some fun. And man, I just flipped up on that little bluff wall. The jig was falling and falling and falling and falling. And I'm like, it's not 100 foot deep. The fish just swam off with it. That's fun. It's a little Procaster. Little baby destroyer. It's a bite. I don't know how they're getting off. It's a good bite. Got my trailer. I think this is a naked crawl color. This is a 3/8 ounce Procaster by Cumberland Pro Lures. Just putting a little baby destroyer on there. GP3. And they're liking it. There we go. There we go. Jiggy jiggy. Ate that jig. All right. It's fun. God, and that time, jeez. 40 bites right here. Finally hook up with one. I'm liking this little jig. That little Procaster. It's been a fun day of catching fish. Still nothing big. jig off the bottom. Just kind of little short strokes. Just popping it. Seems to be working. If I drag it, I'm not getting bites, but when I start popping it like this, I start getting bites. Felt like another bite right there. There he is. Dang. The heck? Must be an old catfish or something. Look at all this bait. It's moved in the down scan. I just spot locked right here, but that's all bait. Crazy. Ton of bait. God, that was a good fish. Wow, that was crazy. There he is. That's a better fish. Just popping that thing up out of the grass, and she slammed it. A little pop a ding, a boonga ding. Come here, that's a good fish. Ate it. Come here. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. That fish wanted that. Holy cow. Little pop, you know, coming out of that grass. As soon as I broke free of that little bit of stalk of grass, she just pulled down on it and slammed it. That was an awesome bite. That fish was not coming off. Look at that hook. I mean, she was hog-tied, pinned. There we go. Good fish. So most of my bites have been just popping this jig out of the grass, just kind of throwing it up around the grass. I'll show you what I'm doing. You can see the visible grass, and then there's a deeper grass line that grows out there at about 8 or 10, and I'm just kind of throwing it up there, giving it slack, letting it fall, tightening the line, just kind of popping it, just popping it up out of that grass. It's kind of a little reaction strike, you know. It just causes those fish to come over there and check it out, and if they're looking at it and you pop it up, they kind of suck it in. I mean, I'm not catching big fish today, but we are getting bit, and it is fun being able to move quickly. I mean, I caught some fish dragging, and that was working, but it's still giving it little pops and little hops. Sometimes is a great way to do it. This jig here has been one of my favorites. This is the Cumberland Pro Procaster, and I've got that little bitty, this thing is cute. This is the little baby destroyer by Missle Baits. G3, I think is the color. But this is a casting jig. It's got a nice stout hook on it. It's got the wire weed guard, and this head design really comes to grass. It's one of the best grass jigs that I've found. It's kind of got that kind of cone shape to it, but it really just kind of glides through the grass nicely. There he is. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. That might have been that fish that swam up right to the boat. Gotcha. That's pretty sweet. So this, I was reeling my jig in, and a fish about that size swam right up to the boat. I dropped my rod tip, and it actually grabbed the jig, and I missed him. And I threw back out there in that same area. That's a fat little fish, man. Solid. Just hop in that jig. Just hop, 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 hop. Coming through that grass, and boom, slammed it. It's fun. Oh, I missed him. Really creating a reaction strike by popping this jig. Creates water displacement. It also gives those fish something to look at. They're sitting down there, and all of a sudden something just kind of jumps up, catches their eye, and they go over there and have a look. Plus you can cover water a lot quicker too. There we go. Popping that jig. Just popping that jig out of the grass. Come here. There we go. Fish ate it. Ate it. There we go, folks. That's going to wrap it up. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Now, we caught a lot of fish. Just nothing big, but that's okay. It's not always about catching big fish. It's about getting your line tight and having fun and learning a little technique. The small kind of compact jig. This is the Procaster by Cumberland Pro Lures. A little Missile Baits destroyer on there. And just, you know, it's a fat little fish, but just hopping the jig, just popping it out of the grass, creating a reaction strike. You know, when you're dragging a bait, you're dragging it, you're not getting much reaction, you're not getting any feedback. Sometimes something as simple as just kind of popping it, doing little short strokes, little short hops will get you some bites. Until next time, it's a good little jig.